My name's Disorderly Product News, and I'm about to go here in the 25th District and explain to them how giving me these 2 parking tickets for 2 moving violations is actually it's violating my 5th Amendment right to due process and my 6th Amendment right to take a look at my accuser, face my accuser in the court of law. Now, and I'll be looking at my tickets. Whoever's dealing with me will be looking at that. Do not talk to the police. Crime Dog McGruff says, do not talk to the police. What? We don't need no mask. They haven't. Have you seen a police officer wear a mask? Nope. What do we need masks for? And I got, come on. So we're going on here to the 25th District, and we're going to find out why these aren't appearing online. Where do I start? Let me start with you? Okay, I start with you then. I got these 2 tickets, and these are two parking tickets, but they're for moving violations. And when I look them up on the internet, they're nowhere to be found. So I'm wondering what's going on. Because one's for obstruction of traffic. That's obviously you're moving your car. They said I didn't proceed through the green light when it turned green. Obviously, that's not a parking ticket, right? We could both agree on that. If you
parked like maybe on a sidewalk?
No, I was going through a green light. I was driving. The next one was having a device that was above my dashboard. So it could be the tree, or in this case, it was a holder for my phone. Again, that could never be a parking ticket because you could literally put a blanket over your car. You could put a sun visor across your whole window. The problem is I'm not finding these online. So,
how long were they issued?
You can look on there and it'll tell you. Unless they screwed that up too. See, the problem with giving me a parking ticket for moving violations is it violates my 5th Amendment right to due process. It violates my 6th Amendment right to face my accuser in the court of law. And they were 2 young people, so I don't know that they understand law that well. I mean, they were kind of 2 dizzy chickens that night.
These were issued in July?
Whatever it says there, man. But they haven't been on the internet since they've been issued. So, I mean, I can't pay them if I can't find them. And I won't pay them because they're parking tickets. So, I mean, I would like to put the person on the stand and run circles around him. But I can't do that if I have to go to the administrative law judge. There's nobody there to talk to. There's nobody there to put on the stand.
Give me 1 second, okay?
Yeah, no problem. My name is Reagan Fitzgerald Peabody. I am superintendent of the Civilian Division, office out of Chicago. Who I am is unimportant. Who I represent is. That's the people. I got a specific set of skills. A set of skills that I've acquired over a long, long career. A set of skills that makes men like me nightmares for tyrants like you. For we are. What is it on the side of my head there? Pot sake.
The little logo for the company that makes
Okay, what does it say on the other side?
DPN.
What else?
Tyrant Hunter.
The Tyrant Hunter. Hey. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
So, if you want to contest it, in the back you have a
Well, did you look them up? They're not even on. They're not even online. So if, let's say I didn't want to contest it, I just wanted to pay them online. They're not even there to be paid.
I honestly don't know what to tell you. I'm not the one.
Whoa! You know, where do I go? But these aren't parking tickets. These are moving violations.
Okay.
Okay. So if you give me a moving violation for a parking ticket, you can't do that.
But
You were on your phone while you had a green light?
well, no, yeah, but I was using hands-free.
But you did not proceed when the green light then? So you're obstructing traffic?
Okay.
Is your license insurance, please?
Think about that. Giving me a ticket because she's claiming I didn't react to the green fast enough. People who usually just tap their horn.
There's a person at every light that can get that parking ticket.
Here's your license back. Your first ticket, right there. That's for obstruction of driver's view. Okay.
Okay.
You can't have that your cell phone up there. It's got to be below the windshield. Okay.
Okay. Was it? Were
Your second
both-
citation
Okay.
is for obstruction of traffic.
Okay.
The left green turn signal turned green because you were sitting there playing on your phone. You didn't notice the car behind you was still waiting after the signal turned green. The ticket I'm not giving you for today is using a cellular device while operating a motor vehicle on a public way. Okay, because that's a moving violation. I don't want points to go against your license.
Ticket for speeding. If I want to go to court.
If they're not online, that means you're not getting the ticket.
Okay,
You're
well,
not-
can you look it up so we could prove that they're not online? So you could say that they're not online?
You can go and look it up yourself.
Well, I've looked it up. I can't find it. I'm asking you to look it up.
So if it's not on there, don't.
Okay, well, we'll look it up and we'll both agree that it's not online once you look it up.
No, I'm not doing that. That's your job.
No, it's not my job. These aren't online.
You don't need to look it up.
I don't have to look it up.
The sergeant says, she don't need to look it up. She literally, a half a second later, says, I don't have to look it up. Like it was an original idea. As if the sergeant literally didn't say it 0.5 seconds before you.
To look it up.
I don't have to look it up.
Well, can you look it up, Sarge?
No, that's your responsibility.
It's your responsibility to understand the law. If you're giving me parking tickets,
It's my responsibility to look up your parking ticket.
okay, it's nowhere to be found.
Instructions to contested are on the back.
It's not a parking ticket. Listen, hold on. It's not a parking ticket. It was a moving violation.
Contest it.
It's not online. It doesn't exist.
Then I wouldn't worry about it if it doesn't
Oh
exist.
my. Okay, so just look it up.
No, that's
Why are you? You're scared to look it up. 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 You're scared to look it up on tape.
scared to look up something.
Okay, then do it. There it is.
I have no responsibility to look up your parking ticket online.
It's not a parking.
The way he's reacting, you would have thought I came in there and asked him to do my taxes. It's not my responsibility. I don't have anything to do with it. Wait, hold on. Your officers, not only your officers in your district, the ones on your shift, wrote a ticket to me. Forget about it being a parking ticket or moving violation. They wrote a ticket to me. 2 tickets to me. Those tickets are nowhere to be found. Okay? How does he make the excuse that has nothing to do with him? If they wrote the tickets and then they took the tickets and whatever procedure is supposed to happen after that, I mean, I would think that you have more access to different things than I do. When I look it up on my phone or on my computer, it doesn't exist. I would think you'd have more access. But, I mean, he doesn't want to do that. So, and he definitely doesn't want to do it on camera because then if it doesn't show up, now it doesn't show up on camera. So if something happens later on down the line and it pops up, well, I could just say, no, look it, we looked it up. The desk sergeant, the 25th district, looked it up and said, it's not there. He agreed with me. So, I don't know. They don't mind pulling you over in the middle of the night. 2 armed humans with 1 form of lethal weaponry, 2 or 3 forms of less than lethal weaponry. They don't mind pulling you over and stopping you and detaining you in the middle of the night, but they can't look up a ticket that they wrote. They don't mind charging you, but heaven forbid they try and help you.
It doesn't exist. How can I contest something that doesn't exist? Well, hold on. You're telling me to contest something that doesn't exist, yet you won't look it up online, say it doesn't exist.
Because it's not my responsibility to contest it or anything.
I'm not asking you to contest it. I'm asking you, why isn't it online? Can you explain to me?
It's not online.
Okay, so then why wouldn't you take the time to find out why it wasn't online?
Because it's not my job to wonder why it's not online.
It's not your job. If
Is this not insane? Is this not insane? It's not his job to wonder why those tickets aren't online. It's not his job to figure out why 2 tickets his officers wrote never showed up online. That I got pulled over, written up tickets, and the tickets aren't online, and it has nothing to do with him. It's not his job. My God, you would think I asked for a half a pound of Swiss cheese and a half a pound of roast beef.
It's not my job to wonder why it's not online.
It's not your job. If you're the desk sergeant in the 25th district and your officers gave out 2 tickets and those 2 tickets aren't online, And those two tickets are both moving violations, but yet written as parking tickets. So those officers aren't going to show up in court.
No, they don't.
What?
Do you think my officers are the ones that enter those and put them online? No, they're not the ones that do that. So
He's assuming whoever puts the data into the system, the tickets into the systems, are the ones that made the mistake. Yet he hasn't done any research or looked up any bit of this. He's just assuming that's where it went wrong. Like, you know, the officers, after they write the ticket and go back to their cars, those tickets teleport to a magic kingdom called CPD land, where little elves just spend all day typing tickets into the computer. Those tickets went through the officers. How did he know the officers didn't lose the tickets? How did he know the officers didn't? He has no idea because he refuses to look and figure out what's going on.
my officers are the ones that enter those and put them online? No, they're not the ones that do that. So
Do you have a group of officers that you consider yours?
I don't know who puts them online.
Do you have a group of officers that you consider yours?
Yeah, the entire watch. We'll contest them. Since
There's nothing. They don't exist.
Okay, well, you have no business here because we don't do anything with parking tickets. We can't.
You wrote them. You wrote them.
We'll contest it online. Follow the instructions.
There's nothing online.
Follow the instructions.
Okay. We're gonna look at. Get your phone. Get your phone out. That's online. We're gonna do it online right now in the camera. Problem. There's absolutely nothing going on in here. There's not one person in here. Nothing's going on. The median salary for Chicago police officers is $90,000 a year.
Is that right?
None of them are doing anything.
Is that right?
But it's not their job to look up a parking tickets that their officers gave out. It's not their job. Their job is to sit. What's your name? Ring it starting with there, ma'am.
Officer Music 18925.
18925. What's your name, Sarge?
Sergeant Mazaretto, 1939.
I'm not even gonna ask the guy over there. I don't care.
So we got the running man.
You're the running man.
Yeah.
That guy's doing
Running
more.
man.
That guy's doing more work than them. That guy's doing more work than they are. Yeah.
Zero.
There you go. These tickets don't exist. There you go. No, tickets don't exist. Don't exist. Tickets don't exist. Here, put that right here, and then hold it right there. No, hold it right there, and then I'm gonna get me in the shot with them in the background with this. Here, let me hold this. Who's sick? 25th district. Who's sick? She doesn't have her star number on. I don't know why she's not wearing the uniform. You know the star number?
I am in uniform.
Well, can I see your star number?
18925.
No, can I see it on your
18925.
No. I said, can I see it? There's a difference between seeing it and asking. Okay, you're not in uniform. Okay, put it in uniform. Put it, these two, and then you see these tickets right here?
Yep.
They're giving out parking tickets that don't show up at all anywhere. And they're giving out, they're moving violations, but they're giving out parking tickets, which does nobody any good.
So write in the comment section what you guys think, because obviously me and the sergeant were on two different sides of the coin. I mean, we were nowhere near seeing eye to eye. So tell me what you think. I thought I would go in there, I'd be in there for a minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 7 minutes, and they would just look it up, see what the problem was, because obviously they have more access to information than I do. So tell me what you guys think in the comment section. But here's why I was in the station back in July of 2019. Auditing Chicago right here was at a park with another YouTuber. And officers were driving through the park on the path. Auditing Chicago had just started. He wasn't very familiar with laws or, interacting with public officials. So he would say things sometimes that weren't correct. And he would press the point. So he decided police officers were not allowed to drive through the parks, which they are allowed to drive through the parks. They have to watch the parks at night. You know, they're not going to get out every 2 hours and walk through the whole park. I mean, if they had 2 or 3 parks in their beat, they'd be walking in parks all night. And parks happen to be a place where things happen to women. People do crazy things at night because they're isolated. So, yes, cops are allowed to drive through parks. So anyways, he had a habit of getting into it with police officers and being on the wrong end of it, the short end of the stick, and going and being live. This happened every night. And then just calling out in the live for disorderly. He went back in the park, auditing Chicago, to question the officers of why they were driving around the park. And they put him in handcuffs. Now, this isn't funny, but I mean, it's funny now. While they're putting him in handcuffs, and he's like, what for? The officer goes, the park's closed. While he's saying that, in the background, there is a 5-on-5 full court basketball game going on in the park. If police officers in Chicago, they detain you for any reason and then let you go, they're responsible to give you an ISR, investigative stop receipt. That is something to say that there was an interaction between you.
Behind the desk, there is nobody here. Literally nobody here. There is one civilian was behind us, and this is they basically just stalling us out. Clean on this, but listen, they were 5 feet inside Calvin Park. There was nothing on the entranceway to say they can't be in there or when it closes, and both of them were in there for maybe a minute, 2 minutes, and then walked right back out. We're outside for another minute till they pulled up. He had the phone in his hand. He asked him, are you supposed to drive your car through there? Which they can. They can drive their car through there. And he said, get up, put your hands behind your back, put your hands on the whip, pass him down. This kid was, Nick was in, this gentleman was in there too, and he didn't do anything to him. So at what point is this retaliatory, right? I mean, he just had a nationwide case where the people all over the world were calling this. I'm sure you've heard of it, right? The 17th district isn't far from here. They got 500 phone calls all over the world in one night. Did you hear about that?
I don't recall that right now.
Okay, yeah.
Guys, but is there anything else? I mean, the event number I had, like I said, for reference for this disturbance call.
Yeah. So, I mean, so you're telling me that they're working on the
So how long would it take, basically?
how long are we waiting for this?
Thanks, generate a report. I'm sure it's really quick if they
The
get to it.
the investigatory stop receipt, how long is it going to take to generate that?
I'm not sure. I'm not on this case. I'm not working on it.
So you're basically telling us what now? This is all we're getting?
Right now that's what, I just have the event.
It's probably take like an hour or two.
Well, can I get a list of names of all the officers that were on the scene?
There was like 3 other cars, there was like 2 other cop cars.
I don't have that information right now.
I mean, I have them all ID on video.
On the radio? For the radio rooms?
I mean, I could show you
The video.
he's giving an excuse to leave. I mean.
So there you go, guys. Let me know in the comment section below. I honestly thought that was going to be 5-10 minutes of being inside that police station. I did not. I never dreamt that he was going to take that stance, that it wasn't his responsibility. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. That's why I want to hear from you. What do you guys think? I mean, I got the ticket from your officers. It's not showing up in the system. That's a problem. And he gets on saying, well, I wouldn't worry about it. I'm sure you wouldn't worry about it. It's not on you. It's on me. You know? The ticket will pop up 7 months from now, and then it'll double, and then, I'll end up with the boot on my car in the middle of a blizzard. Anyways, my name's Saudi Private News, wishing you and yours a very safe and happy rest of the work week. Good night.